One Piece is arguably one of the most hated shows, one of the most hated animes of all time. People hate it just because they have nothing better to do. People hate it who have not watched one single episode of One Piece just because it's been going on for too long. But I personally believe that One Piece is not only one of the greatest animes of all time, I personally believe that One Piece is actually the greatest fiction of all time. And I'm going to explain it to you why I think that. Disclaimer, this is not a spoiler-free video. There will be a tiny bit of spoilers in this video, but I'm going to keep it to as minimal as I possibly can. Alright, let's go. So let's start with the number one thing, which is one of the most obvious thing, is how many characters are based on real life people, yet they have no connection to the story based on these characters at all, just purely on their appearance. For example, look at this character. This character is a shipwright. I'm not going to name it because it's just a spoiler, but never mind. This guy is based on Freddie Mercury, alright? This guy is one of Luffy's enemies, and this guy is based on Eminem, the early Eminem. This guy is based off Hulk Hogan, okay? So there are so many characters like these which are based off of real life people, real life characters from other series or shows, which is absolutely crazy to me. From singers to musicians to historical figures to actors to wrestlers, there are so many different characters. And this is just one part of the characters. The second part of the characters is the character development. Now there are so many characters which we meet in these early episodes, which are going to be appearing in later episodes after being beat or joining a different faction or group, that it's actually crazy. First of all, let's talk about this guy. This is Buggy. This is Luffy's first enemy, right? Then, after Luffy beats him, in like 1,000 episodes later, this guy joins up with these two. One is Crocodile, one is Mihawk. Mihawk is arguably one of, if not the strongest swordsman in the One Piece universe. And this guy joins up with the clown who Luffy beat in the first, I don't know how many, 5 episodes of the anime. And I don't know what manga panels are, but this is crazy. Like, how many characters are coming back and forth, returning, appearing again, not returning? It's absolutely crazy to me. I absolutely love this about this show, that a character does not appear just for, let's say, 15 episodes and then we never ever hear about them again. These characters are most of them are actually returning characters. They go missing for like 300 episodes. So for example, Shanks. Let's talk about Shanks. Shanks is the guy who Luffy inspired to be a pirate of. So I know this is a little bit weird explanation, but Luffy wanted to be a pirate because of Shanks, okay? So let's talk about this guy. This guy appears every 400 episodes and still people go crazy about him. He has so much power, so much aura. I'm not going to spoil what this guy does, but this guy is single-handedly ends wars which are happening in the One Piece universe between the pirates and the Marines. Like, there are just so many characters. So for example, let's talk about this guy. This guy named is Dragon. I'm not going to name his full name because it would be a spoiler, but this guy, Dragon, is the most wanted man alive. In almost 1,200 episodes, we do not know what his bounty is. We do not know what his powers are. We just know that he is a badass. We have no clue about what he does, how he is being empowered. We just have theories. So these character secrets, for example, we do not know about characters and their secrets, and that is absolutely crazy. Let's just talk about Luffy for a second. We know that Luffy, for example, Luffy wants to be the king of the pirates, and it is his motto that he wants to be a king of the pirates. But a couple hundred episodes later, we as the manga readers realize that holy shit, Luffy's actual dream is not being king of the pirates. And we do not know what Luffy's actual dream is in over 25 years. Here's a picture of the characters reacting to Luffy telling them his actual dream. Like this is so crazy to me. How many secrets are there in this fictional world? How many secrets are there to be yet to be revealed? Like, I would have to count on my fingers and try to write them down because there's just so many things. It's just so crazily detailed. And guys, it may be just a personal thing. Some people do not like secrets. Some people like to know everything at the first glance of watching something and putting pieces together. But you cannot do this with One Piece. You cannot put pieces together because it will be just wrong. There have been some major spoilers recently in the manga, considering the One Piece world's history, which brings me to my next part, the second part. Now we talked about characters, let's talk about... Now we talked about characters and secrets and the longevity of this, but let's talk about places, the world building. So now, One Piece's world is a big island in itself, with many, many smaller islands. It's a globe, it's an earth, of course. So there are many smaller islands in One Piece because the 90% of the world is basically water in One Piece. So the world is based upon five parts. I could say 5 parts, which is south, east, west, north, blue, which are the 4 big seas in One Piece. However, in the Grand Line, there are also islands. Now, at the last island is where we should find, well, Luffy, well, not us, but us as the viewers, where we should find what the One Piece is. To get there, there are islands that you have to go through in different ways, different directions. 85% of these islands are actually based off of real places from Earth. For example, Arabasta. This is Egypt. For example, Marijoa. But this is where the head of the marine people are located at. For example, one of these characters, this guy, a bold swordsman who is based off of Mahatma Gandhi. Like, there are so many of these places, and not just real life places. Let's talk about something else for a second. Look at this. This is One Piece's prison, Impel Down. You might have seen this because it actually is based off of this. This is Dante's Inferno. Like, there are so many of these, which I'm trying to keep it as minimal, as low as I can, so I don't spoil it. But there are so many of these places in One Piece, which are just basically from historical places or other fictional places. Like, it's actually crazy to me how many things are there in this story. It's just absolutely mind-blowing, and you will only understand it once you watch it, honestly. Like, you have to give it a chance to watch it, and the world building is just 10 out of 10. Like, I have not heard One Piece hater actually talk about the world building of One Piece. They should talk about the pacing and everything, but the world building is just the best in this one. Now let's talk about the power system a little bit. Let's talk about devil fruits. Now, devil fruits are basically very foully tasted, disgusting fruits which are having these little shapes which taste horrible but gives you superpowers. Basically, this guy, his name is Kaku. This guy ate this fruit. This fruit gave him the ability that he can turn into a big giraffe. Like, how cool is that? And let's just pause for a minute here, because most of these devil fruits not only gives you the ability to transform your body into a animal or a T-Rex or something, this gives you abilities such as Luffy's devil fruit, which is the Gomu Gomu no Mi, to turn your body into rubber, or to give you something like elemental powers. For example, this guy. This guy is named Smoker. Ironical, because he ate the fruit gives him smoke abilities. Like, this guy can use his body and turn it into smoke. I'm trying to keep it, again, as minimal as I can. I'm trying to not spoil you anything like with these devil fruits, but there are some devil fruits that have so different powers that it will be hard to explain, and you will think that it's actually crazy. So devil fruits are, I personally believe, is a really cool, really almost perfect way to use the power system in One Piece. Of course, this is just one part of the power system, because the second part is Haki, which can be trained. But it's the devil fruits, I think, is a really great touch when we talk about power systems, and I feel like it's just goofy. It's just goofy, but it's also perfect at the same time. Point number 4 is going to be straight to the point. You have to watch it in order to understand it. You need to actually go and watch the anime or read the manga. I would suggest you read the manga, but if you liked both, then just do both. But you have to watch it in order to understand it. This basically means that it cannot be explained in mere words. It cannot be explained in like a 2-hour-long video of why people love this show. If you're a hater and you don't want to watch it, that's fine, that's your loss. But if you're a hater and you might want to give One Piece a chance, so you need to go and sit down in your chair or lay down in your bed and just watch it, and you will understand it. Something will click like that in a mere episodes. Maybe it will be 50 episodes, maybe it will be 200 episodes, maybe it will be 300 episodes, I don't know, but it will click and you will understand it. There's simply no more needs to be said there. Point number 5 is going to be simple but on to the point. It's basically the secrets that has been going on in this story. For example, if you watch the first episode, we know that the Pirate King has left the greatest treasure known to mankind at One Piece. This is in the first episode, and we in 25 years have no idea, no clue, just theories about what the One Piece could be. How can something like that happen? Tell me in what series, what books, what anything is there that is a secret like that, where we have no clue, no understanding, nothing, just theories about what the ultimate end goal or the end treasure could be. Like, there is just nothing like that. And this is something that I can't wrap my head around. How can something like that great happen? Like, most people, and I understand that, most people will get so mad that they have no answers for something for more than 25 years, but I personally enjoy it so much that it's almost like giving me a life purpose of some sort. I know it sounds weird, but I am looking forward to it, and the only reason is because I just want answers. Like, it's just the biggest one, but there are so many secrets like that that we have no idea about the answers to. I just don't want to spoil it to you guys, but yeah, that's point number 5 from me to you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this was a little bit generic, but I tried to give an explanation as spoiler free as I could and give as little details about the series as a whole as I could. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like, subscribe down to the channel, and yeah, join my Discord and discuss One Piece with me there too. Also, I'm streaming almost every day. Yeah, I don't know if this video is gonna hit. Lucas, thanks for editing, bro. This is a little secret tag for you. Good boy. I love you for it, bro. I'll see you tomorrow.